My name is Nate Jackson, the Eclipser. Welcome everyone to the fifth and final part in our review of Eclipse Series 2, the Documentaries of Malle. This time around, we're still in America, and we're discussing life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I couldn't resist. I was going to just point at the words and say, but anyway. 1986, 81 minutes, color monaural. So, this time around, rather than in God's country, we focused on a small town in Minnesota called Glencoe with American-born people. This time around, we're focusing on immigrants who moved to America in the 80s and were looking for a new life and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, it was originally supposed to be about immigrants coming from the immigrants who came to Ellis Island back when the Statue of Liberty was built, and it was commissioned by HBO for the centennial of the Statue of Liberty. However, Malle decided to focus more on the immigrants that were already living there, and so what we get is a documentary that focuses on mostly just people whose native language isn't English, and you get just this beautiful melting pot of people, different cultures, different aspects, people coming from China, people who come from Africa, people coming from Cuba, Russia, all different types of nationalities coming from their respective countries to America to try and live the American dream, so we say. That being said, when you consider 30 years later, when you consider the state of the country that it is in today, where most of us don't even want immigrants in America, or apparently there's a huge discussion about the immigrant population. It's quite sad to watch, because it seemed like it was a very positive thing. Being an immigrant was a very positive thing back in the 80s. There isn't a lot of focus on racism as there is. It's more about the positive aspects of immigration. People who are owning businesses and all that. They just didn't happen to be born in America. That's all there is. And there's nothing wrong with these people. It's just they just weren't born in America. And so anyway, that being said, again, I kept thinking about what's going on in the world today, in our country today, and it made me kind of sad, especially the scene where Malle focuses on the border police arresting a few Mexican people who jumped the border and tried to get into the country illegally. And there's a long discussion with one man who talks with the border patrol policeman about how he's going to do it again. Sometimes he pays, sometimes he doesn't, but he'll do it again. And it's just like it's kind of dark. It's just to think that, and they seem so friendly to each other. It's like, oh, well, you got to go back. Yeah, well, I'll do it again. Well, I'll see you next time. It's like very, very gentle. And maybe that was because there was a camera on them. They didn't want to, promote anything too crazy. But what if people were actually like that back then? What's going on in our world today? So, anyway, I don't want to get too political, because again, I really, really enjoyed this documentary like all the others. And it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful, beautiful documentary about beautiful people coming from different countries to our country. So, anyway, I have nothing else to say about this. That is probably positive. The only other scene that really kind of irked me, there was one other scene that kind of irked me, and it just kind of bugged me because, as you might have noticed, I'm sort of black, and there's a particular scene where there was a neighborhood that was predominantly black until a number of, I can't remember the nationality Indo-Chinese started moving in, so it was like half and half. And Malle interviewed a number of the black residents living there, and they seemed to be sort of distrustful of, you know, of the people moving in, and that's really sad. That's really sad to think that, you know, just when will it end, you know? Anyway, I knew this was not going to be the most cheerful review, but again, it answers a lot of questions. It asks a lot of questions. It strengthens a lot of ideas, and it gets you thinking. But again, when you compare it to what's going on today. So anyway, Louis Malle's and the Pursuit of Happiness, and a very interesting and a very thought-provoking way to end the Louis Malle documentary set. And I believe this was actually the last documentary he made, too. He made a few more movies before his death, such as Damage, and May Fools, I think, was one of them. I can't remember the name of that one. But, yeah, so, and Vanya on 42nd Street, too. But this was his last, I'm pretty sure this was his last documentary. So, again, this is going home with me one of these days. So anyway, In the Pursuit of Happiness, it gets an A from me. The whole set gets an A. I think I gave Human Troll Human an A-, but still, all the other documentaries, Phantom India, Vive le Tour, Place de la République, Calcutta, God's Country, I gave them all A's because they're just so strong and just powerful stuff, you know. So this whole set gets an A from me. Great stuff by Mr. Louis Malle. Anyway, so that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking in with me for the Eclipse Series 2. Coming up this Wednesday, I will be tackling the Late Ozu set, which is Eclipse Series 3. I can't remember the names. Early Summer, Tokyo Flower, Equinox Flower, Late Autumn, Early Summer, Early Autumn, Late Autumn, you know, an Autumn Afternoon, that's part of the Criterion Collection, I believe. Never mind. That's for Criterion to deal with. Anyway, so Late Ozu starts Wednesday, and then we'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one movie a week, or one movie a day, just like we did with this series. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on Wednesday for the Late Ozu set. And until then, goodbye.